Patterson folks, it's time for PABC in review, baby. Hey Patterson family, it's time for PABC in review, and so I want to be able to share with you some things that have taken place in the last week at Patterson Avenue Baptist Church. If you weren't able to be there, or maybe you're considering visiting Patterson, then maybe this is a good way for you to get to know a little bit more about us. Anyway, this past Sunday, we looked at the story of Noah, starting in Genesis chapter 6. And I know that most people, we think of the story of Noah as the nursery rhyme where the animals go in 2 by 2 into the ark, and we don't think about the fact that it was basically a horrible, horrible time to have the God of the universe come to Noah and tell him, basically everyone you know except your immediate family is going to be wiped out, killed, and you'll have to watch it. But the thing I want you to catch, if you go back and look in Genesis chapter 6 and 7, it says that Noah found favor in the sight of the Lord. And it says that because the next verse says that he was a righteous man, he was blameless in the sight of other people, and he walked with the Lord. There's a couple of verses a little bit later on that say that Noah did everything just as the Lord commanded him. Folks, if we want to experience God's blessing, God's favor in our lives, we can't live our lives the way that we want to and expect God to just be the cosmic slot machine that we show up to church or we say a prayer and then bang, it's all good. His blessings follow our walking with Him, being obedient to Him. So keep that in mind. Go back and look at Genesis chapter 6 and 7. Next week we're going to be looking at the story of the Tower of Babel. So look a little bit further into Genesis and you'll see that. Sunday night we finished up our series on by John Ortberg that said, if you want to walk on water, you got to get out of the boat. A story based on Peter's experience walking on water. But last night we ended that, and we talked about that there are some things that keep us from getting out of the boat. So I had everyone write on a little paper boat what things keep them from getting out of the boat and following Jesus. We all have things, and then we burned those and committed our lives to Him at the end of the service. And I want to get you to do the same thing. Are you willing to get out of the boat? Are you willing to take a step of faith to follow Jesus? God wants us to be obedient to Him, but He wants us to be in a relationship with Him. He wants us to walk with Him, to trust Him enough to give Him our lives, to walk with Him day by day. You know, the Bible tells us, I believe it's in Hebrews, that without faith it is impossible to please God. And so lots of times I think I have more faith in other stuff, maybe my pickup or something else, or family members or a job, more faith in those things than I do in God. And so I want to hold on to those things. God is bigger than those things. You need to know that. I need to be reminded of that. So those are the things we talked about this past week in morning church and then evening worship as well. This coming week, we've got our trunk or treat that'll happen on Thursday. Of course, we have Wednesday night Bible study, and the youth will be doing the great pumpkin chase on Wednesday night. And then Saturday night, men, please come to the Legacy. It's a meeting just for men. We'll eat good. We'll have a guest speaker, Tony Kennedy, and then we'll give you some tools to be able to share the things that are important to you, but to the people that you love. So that'll be on Saturday night. And then, of course, church on Sunday morning. Get together and hang out with Jesus and worship Him. How awesome is that? Hope you have a great week. Thanks for tuning in to PABC in review, baby. Thanks for tuning in to PABC in review. You hate it when you gotta sneeze in the middle of something? Ugh. Hey everyone, I'm speaking in tongues. Good Lord, I could get kicked out of some churches for that.